He fooled a whole town with his sweet smile, but Gideon Gleeful's downfall was as shocking as it was deserved. Starting at the point where he was just a boy who looked like an innocent child but was secretly plotting to control an entire town. In Gravity Falls, there are many strange and funny characters, but Gideon Charles Gleeful is one of the most unforgettable. At first, he looks like an innocent child psychic. He is small, polite, and full of charm. He even calls himself Lil Gideon, which makes the townspeople see him as sweet and harmless.
I'm busting a move on this skating board.
More like busting your pants, loser.
But this first impression is very misleading. Behind the cute smile and polished showmanship, Gideon is controlling, obsessive, and greedy for power. From the moment he appears, the show makes it clear that Gideon is not just another quirky character. He is a villain in the making.
Oh, I can see. It ain't some sideshow trick, it's an innate ability. Where others are blind, I am.
The citizens of Gravity Falls adore Gideon. They believe he has real psychic powers because of the flashy shows he puts on in the tent of telepathy, his family's business. He waves his arms, speaks with confidence, and pretends to read people's minds. Everyone claps and cheers for him.
Oh my goodness. Thank you!
It's little old you!
Yeah, my song's quite catchy. I know we haven't formally met, but after yesterday's performance,
To the outside world, Gideon looks like a miracle child who brings excitement to their quiet little town. But the truth is that Gideon's powers come from a much darker source. He secretly owns Journal 2, one of the mysterious books that explain the secrets of Gravity Falls. The knowledge inside this book gives Gideon an advantage, but instead of using it to help others, he uses it to trick people and to boost his image. His real power is not magic, it is manipulation.
That makes you my queen.
What? You are being so nice to me right now. Quit it!
I can't quit it.
From the where now?
Mabel, I've never felt this close with anyone. So close.
What makes Gideon dangerous is not just his knowledge, but also his obsession with Mabel Pines. Gideon does not want to be her friend. He does not want to earn her affection honestly. Instead, he tries to force her into being his girlfriend as if she is an object he deserves. His so-called love is really control.
A night of enchantment awaits, my lady.
Oh boy.
Well, people have a hard time saying no to me.
Ah, Mr. Gideon, the feet on the table, an excellent choice.
He puts pressure on Mabel and refuses to take no for an answer. This obsession shows the darker side of his character. Gideon is willing to lie, cheat, and even threaten others to get what he wants.
It's gonna be the end of the evening, right?
Don't you want this evening to last, my sweet?
No! I mean, yes. I'm always happy to hang out with a pal, chum, other word for friend.
Pal?
I already said pal, mate?
How about soulmate?
At the beginning, he charms everyone with his show and his sweet words for Mabel. The town thinks his crush is adorable, and even Mabel is flattered for a moment. But when Mabel tries to set boundaries, Gideon does not accept them. Instead, he becomes angry and begins plotting. He tries to trap Mabel in a relationship by using guilt and pressure. When this fails, he turns against Dipper and Mabel, revealing that he will not stop until he gets his way. This episode makes it clear, Gideon is not just an eccentric rival, he is a serious threat.
Hello, friend.
Gideon.
Dipper Pines. How long have you been living in this town? A week? 2?
man.
Listen carefully, boy. This town has secrets you couldn't begin to comprehend.
Is this about Mabel? I told you she's not.
Gideon's story shows how power is not always about strength. Sometimes it is about lies, tricks, and charm. By pretending to be a harmless child, he fools the entire town. Yet, under the surface, he is selfish, controlling, and ready to do anything for power. This mix of innocence and danger makes him one of the most memorable villains in Gravity Falls.
We have to talk.
Mabel! My marshmallow! What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Gideon, but I can't be your marshmallow. I needed to be... No, really! You were like attacking my brother! What the heck?
My tie, give it back!
For From his very first appearance, Gideon shows that behind his smile is a boy who wants control over everything and everyone around him. From small town fame to dangerous obsession, watch how Gideon's cute crush on Mabel turned into something much darker. After Gideon's first appearance, it becomes clear that his obsession with Mabel is only the beginning. At first, he only wants her attention and tries to win her affection through charm and pressure.
Zombie attack? Never works. They don't take orders. Blood rain? Ew, that's not my suit. No, thank you. Trap! There must be a perfect way to exact vengeance on the Pines family. It's not enough to harm them. I need to take something from them.
But as time passes, Gideon's goals grow much bigger. He moves from personal desires to grand schemes. He wants control, revenge, and power over not just the Pines twins, but the whole town. This change shows how dangerous he truly is. What started as an unhealthy crush turns into a serious threat.
I'll get you all!
Want to see what else is on TV?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all
Should be
right.
fun.
My favorite part's the theme song.
Listen closely. Inside this jar have 1,000 cursed Egyptian super termites.
Gideon is not satisfied with being a small town celebrity. The applause of the townspeople is not enough. He wants more power and more influence, and he looks for any way to get it. One of his most important tools is manipulation. Gideon is skilled at pretending to be kind and innocent in front of others while hiding his darker side.
What's in the jar?
That's my little secret.
Oh!
Mother.
He uses his fame, his smooth talk, and his Lil Gideon persona to trick people into trusting him. This gives him freedom to act behind the scenes, plotting without suspicion. His ability to control people through lies is just as dangerous as any supernatural power he gains later.
I have your niece and nephew. Hand over the deed to the Mystery Shack right now, or Great Harbor will fall them! What am I doing? I don't need ransom!
But Gideon does not rely on charm alone. He also seeks out magical objects to strengthen his plans. His possession of Journal 2 already gives him secret knowledge, but he pushes further. He looks for artifacts that can help him defeat the Pines family and expand his reach. This mix of manipulation and supernatural tools makes him resourceful and unpredictable. Gideon is not just a spoiled child. He is a clever villain who knows how to use every advantage he finds.
For you, Stanford! Oh!
I'm sorry, gummy friend.
It's for the greater good.
Oh! One of those has gone into my perfect hair! I can't defeat Stan looking like this!
For a moment, Gideon gains complete control over the situation. He uses the crystal to overpower the Pines family and almost wins against them. This shows just how far Gideon is willing to go. He is no longer only chasing after Mabel's affection. Now, he is using magic to dominate and control others.
Hey, watch the merchandise.
This moment is important because it proves Gideon's growing danger. He is not just relying on tricks or fake shows anymore. He is turning real supernatural power against his enemies. The fact that he nearly succeeds shows how serious the threat really is. Without quick thinking, the Pines twins might have been trapped under Gideon's control. The crystal is only one example, but it highlights Gideon's ability to use any resource he finds to push his ambitions forward.
Come on, you'll get me one of these days. Maybe, run your evil plan by some friends next time, huh? Workshop it. You're the light of my life too, pal. Whew, freak show.
By this point in the story, Gideon has grown far beyond the role of a pushy rival. He has become a powerful enemy who mixes lies, obsession, and magic in his quest for control. His victories, even the temporary ones, prove that he is capable of outsmarting others and almost achieving his dark goals. But obsession was just the beginning. Things got truly terrifying when Gideon decided to make a deal with a powerful demon. As Gideon's story continues, his actions become darker and more extreme. In the beginning, his main goal was to win Mabel's affection, even if that meant pushing her into an unwanted relationship. But over time, Gideon's desires expand.
What?
Hello, Stanford.
Gideon! Get out of my chair, kid!
I had no idea. Yes, I did, Stan. I knew. Ooh.
He wants power, control, and revenge. This shift brings him into direct conflict with the Pines family more than once. Each encounter shows how Gideon becomes more dangerous and how his moral failings push him further down a villainous path.
Stanford! Well, guess you won.
Hey, what the?
Unless perhaps I predicted your plan and coated the entire chair with glue last night.
Here, Gideon makes his boldest and most dangerous move yet. His plan to take over the Mystery Shack drives him to summon Bill Cipher, a powerful dream demon. This choice shows just how far Gideon is willing to go, even if it makes risking everything for his own gain.
Heavens to Betsy.
Gideon!
Well, Stanford, my arch nemesis. Oh no, not the broom! You mark my words, Stanford!
At the start of the episode, Gideon is still focused on getting the Mystery Shack away from Grunkle Stan. Owning the shack is not just about money or property to him. To Gideon, it represents total control over the Pines family and a way to prove his dominance. His obsession has grown from personal grudges into a full-scale mission. He is no longer just picking on Dipper or trying to win over Mabel. Instead, he wants to destroy Stan's authority and replace him as the most powerful figure in town.
Your brain isn't as safe as you might think, Stanford Pines. This is the last straw. It's time to unlock the journal's greatest secret. You think that combination's safe in your mind, Stanford? We'll see what my new minion has to say about that.
But Gideon knows he cannot achieve this goal alone. That is when he turns to the supernatural. Using Journal 2, he performs a ritual to summon Bill Cipher, a strange triangle-shaped demon with glowing eyes and a mischievous personality. Bill is unpredictable and clearly dangerous, yet Gideon sees him as the perfect tool to complete his plan.
Stan Pines. You know what, kid? You've convinced me. I'm sold. You with this, and in return, you can help me with something I've been working on. We'll work out the details later.
Deal.
By allying with Bill, Gideon reveals two key parts of his character: his arrogance and his lack of morals. He believes he can control Bill or at least use him without consequence, and he does not care what damage the demon might cause to others.
Your eye is weird. Let's talk about that. This is going terrible.
Boy, you kids sure are gullible. I knew you'd link me straight to the code. It's funny how dumb you are.
However, Gideon underestimates Bill's true nature. Bill is not a servant or a simple ally. He is a being with his own agenda, far more powerful than Gideon can ever imagine. Gideon's decision to trust him highlights his arrogance and short-sightedness. He thinks he's clever enough to use Bill, but in reality, he is playing with forces far beyond his control. This mistake shows Gideon's biggest flaw. His greed blinds him to danger.
Whatever that was, it's gone forever.
Haha, boom!
Mabel did it!
Deals are-
Wait, no, wait!
I'm switching to plan B.
You!
Up until this episode, he was manipulative and jealous, but still mostly a child with tricks. Here, he crosses a line. He chooses to summon pure evil to achieve his goals. This decision shows the audience that Gideon is not simply misguided. He is a true villain. He puts others at risk for selfish reasons, he betrays moral boundaries, and he thinks only of himself.
What? Bill? Who? What are you guys talking about?
Spoiler alert, Stanford. I've got the deed. It belongs to me. So get off my property. Daddy, bring it around the front.
In the end, Gideon's plan fails, but the damage is done. By bringing Bill into the story, he sets events in motion that will change Gravity Falls forever. Demon deals seemed to give Gideon everything he wanted, until one moment of truth destroyed his carefully built empire of lies. By the end of Season 1, Gideon's rise to power finally reaches a breaking point. For most of the season, he has grown bolder, using lies, manipulation, and even supernatural help to get what he wants. Gideon achieves his dream of taking the Mystery Shack, but his victory does not last. His fraud is exposed, and the people of Gravity Falls finally see the truth about him.
I got a good feeling about that kid.
Well, Stan, this is it. rock bottom. No friends, no family.
At the start of the episode, Gideon seems unstoppable. After many failed attempts, he gained control of the shack by unleashing one of his most dramatic weapons yet, a giant robot. With it, he easily overpowers Dipper, Mabel, and Grunkle Stan. For a moment, Gideon appears to have won. The shack, the symbol of Stan's authority and the Pines family's home, falls into his hands. This is his biggest victory, and it feels like everything has finally gone his way.
Or angry grandparent won't leave bus. Probably the second one.
But Gideon's triumph is built on lies. He continues to act innocent in front of the town, keeping up his sweet Lil Gideon image while hiding his selfish plans. He uses Journal 2 to maintain his edge, pretending that his power comes from psychic ability. Yet this time, his deception cannot hold. Dipper and Mabel, who know the truth, decide to fight back. Instead of giving up, they risk everything to reveal Gideon's fraud to the townspeople.
Once I find the final journal, I'll rule this town with you as my queen! Face it, kid. You're nothing without that journal.
The turning point comes when Dipper and Mabel expose the journal. They show that Gideon's psychic powers are fake and that his control comes from stolen knowledge, not real ability. The crowd, once blinded by Gideon's charm, finally sees who he really is. The same people who once adored him turned against him, and his image as a harmless child is destroyed. Gideon's fall is swift. Without the trust of the town, his power crumbles. The police arrest him, and his dream of ruling Gravity Falls ends in failure. This moment is important because it proves that lies and manipulation can only last so long. No matter how clever Gideon is, his arrogance and dishonesty catch up with him. And finally, the complete collapse. See how the boy who once ruled through fear ended up powerless and alone, paying for every terrible choice he made. After Gideon's dramatic defeat at the end of Season 1, his life takes a sharp turn. Once adored by the town and feared by his rivals, Gideon loses everything: his reputation, his influence, and his freedom. Season 2 shows what becomes of him after his lies are exposed. His downfall is not just about losing the Mystery Shack, it is about losing the control he worked so hard to build.
Please, boo harder. Boo! But I didn't catch that pork chop all alone. These two scamps deserve.
When Bill Cipher unleashes chaos on Gravity Falls, Gideon escapes from prison and briefly becomes one of Bill's allies. He even leads a gang of prisoners trying to reclaim the power and respect he once had. At first, it looks like Gideon might rise again, this time as a warlord during the apocalypse. But his loyalty to Bill is not real. Deep down, Gideon still wants Mabel, and when the chance comes, he betrays Bill to free her.
Re-enter society.
Gideon's unappreciated in his time.
Oh, ghost eyes are making me blush.
Gideon makes prison life worth living. Gideon!
This moment is important because it shows a small piece of growth. For once, Gideon acts not out of greed or jealousy, but out of genuine care for Mabel's safety. It is not a complete redemption, he still has selfish motives, and he is still part of the chaos, but it proves that Gideon is capable of better choices. His betrayal of Bill is one of the few times he puts someone else's well-being before his own ambition.
Ghost eyes, platoon!
Ugh, it's Gideon.
And he's gotten folksier. Old pal Bill figured he might try to rescue Mabel. So he appointed me master of these wastelands and keeper of...
However, even this moment of partial redemption does not erase Gideon's crimes. After betraying Bill, Gideon does not escape punishment. He is recaptured, his leadership crumbles, and he ends up powerless again. This ending shows that while redemption is possible for him in small ways, accountability still follows. The same boy who once tricked an entire town now finds himself exposed again, unable to hold on to power for more than a moment.
And you have no right to keep her in there. Bill explained it to me nice and simple. She was always destined to be mine, and now that I have her in a cage, she'll learn to love me. You think you can do all that? 'Cause I'm a flippin' corduroy!
The poetic justice of Gideon's downfall lies in how closely it mirrors his flaws. He built his life on lies, so the truth destroys him. He sought control, yet ends up trapped. He allied with dangerous forces, only to be betrayed by them in return. His story is a reminder that selfish ambition leads to ruin, and that shortcuts to power come with consequences.
Woo-wee! I dare say you almost had the jump on me there for a second, but this ain't your Gravity Falls anymore! Bill's hitchbacks will be here.
Gideon's ultimate defeat is clear. His attempts at revenge fail, his moments of growth are cut short, and he is left diminished. Gideon may never become a true hero, but his story closes with justice served and the reminder that no amount of charm, trickery, or ambition can protect him from the results of his own actions. Gideon's rise and fall prove that charm and lies can only last so long before the truth wins. His story made Gravity Falls unforgettable, showing how even the smallest villain can shake a whole town. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, watch this next video on your screen right now. You'll love it.